Okay, so today I would like to share about my life. I became monk age of 12. So just talk about a little bit how I became monk. So I was born in Solukhumbu, called Pablo, so my family is quite poor. My father, his job is carpenter, so my mother look after the children. So my father used to go to work as a carpenter upper part of Solukhumbu. Then I think he looked like he went to Laudo. Then he saw there some little monk there. So then my father have some interest to put one of the son to the monks. So then I think 1974, I think around maybe September, I'm not exactly sure, around October, September, like that, Lama Ishi and Mami Max came to my hometown there. They stayed at somebody's house, then nearby my house, so my father knew about that. So so my father want to put one son at the monastery. So then first my father thought maybe bring my younger brother to become monk. So before that he took shower early morning, wash and wear the shoe, dress up, then brought to Lama Ishi place. But before reaching that place, so my father thought better bring me too together, in case even he don't accept both, but he will accept one, So so then my father came back and take me to see Lama Ishi. So that my mother told me that time I was washing my pitch. So I was so excited to see Lama Ishi. So I just complete washing one leg, having no time to wash the another leg. So also I'm just wearing one shoe on the leg and one shoe carrying on the hand and rushing to see Lama Ishi like that. So so then my father took 12 of us, me and the younger brother, to see Lama Ishi. So then then Lama Ishi looked at my younger brother. Then Lama Ishi thought he's not suitable to become monk. So then Lama Ishi accepted me to become monk. So then at the end, Lama Ishi put his forehead or touched his forehead to my forehead. So then, but somehow Lama Ishi didn't put his forehead to my younger brother's forehead. So something like that. So then, after we came back to home, then on the way, I was teasing to my younger brother, oh, you wash up, you dress up, but see, the Lama didn't accept you. But I was not ready, just not really ready. I didn't wash up, but Lama accept me like that. I'm just teasing to my brother like that. That what, I don't remember that, but I think my mother told me about that. So then, and I think around November, or December 1974, so someone brought me to Kathmandu. So then, direct to monastery. Then I think the Tibetan New Year, I remember, in Tibetan New Year, I was ordained by Lama Zopa Rinpoche. So with two of my relatives, three of us become monk 1974 in Tibetan New Year, the first day. So when I came first time in monastery, so there's I think 20 or 30 monks was here. So that time there's no room for monk to sleep, so everyone sleep in the tentage, big tentage. Then we all sleep there. So then, very beginning, I miss my parents, so I did cry a few times. So after a while, I was quite happy in monastery. Very beginning, so I have many different classes, such as drawing, learning English, then Tibetan, then also poetry, so like that. So very beginning, we don't have Nepali class here in our time. So very beginning, so to learn the Buddhist philosophy, so we don't have the text. So Lama Thundup write down all the question answer, and then somebody bring back that and write down on the blackboard. Then we all have to go there and copy from that. So then we have to memorize, so like that. Also I remember, so sometimes Lama Zopa Rinpoche teach some philosophy class to us in the small tent. So only few of us. So that time, we don't really understand well. So most of us fall asleep during the class. So then I remember that Rinpoche take out his mala, then touch on our head wherever fall asleep. Then he recite one prayer in Tibetan. Kajun chapo changayins, dungdung sena ongkurins, parche selna tisels, chilap chukna tela chuks. So he recite that and touch his mala on our head. So that time, I don't know what's the meaning of the words. But I remember that verse. That time I thought, this the mala of Guru Rinpoche. Touching on your head is a blessing. I knew that much. I don't know exactly the meaning of the word. So only after a long period of time, after I graduate, then one time Rinpoche mentioned this verse in Singapore in the center. Then only that time I truly understand what the meaning of the verse. So then actually the meaning of the verse is when teacher scold you, think that is the wrathful mantra. If teacher beat you, that time you visualize that is the real initiation. If you do like that, in this way, all the obstacles are pacified, all the blessing you will receive. So that's the actual meaning of the verse. So very beginning, also the food are quite very basic. Mainly the whole wheat bun with the dal. So sometimes we have dal and rice and vegetable. So then dinner, we have this millet soup or millet porridge. So sometimes we have this oat porridge for the dinner. So that time, I think, whole wheat, millet, the porridge is cheaper than the other, such as white flour, white rice. So also Lama Ishi used to go to Western country, so he think that's the best food for the monk to give the nutritious. So we have that time we have very healthy food they serve. But as a young monk who didn't like that much, the taste is not really not nice, So, but from the Lama side, Lama Ishi side, they want to serve like nutritious food the monk. Could be that reason. So, very beginning, so also we don't have proper toilet. So, what we have that time, mostly we dig the hole. So then they put piece of wood stick, around four corner. So they cover with the cloth like that. So also that time we don't have much water here. So we need to go down the hill to get the water. It's about 10 minute walking distance down the hill to get the water. Once a week we go to the river, which is about 15-20 minute walking distance from monastery. We go there, then a small river, we swim, we shower there, wash the clothes once a week. So that time the river is quite clean. So nowadays the river is very polluted, impossible to take shower from the river. So I was in Kopan Monastery from 1974 to 1980. I was studying in Kopan Monastery. So after 4 or 5 years, so then my older brother who lived in Kathmandu, so he think I'm not really studying in the monastery. So he thought maybe come out from monastery and go to school. He recommended that. He told me that also. So then, that time, so I asked Lama Hundrup what my brother told me. So then Lama Hundrup advised me. He told me, better stay in monastery. If you go to school, what can you achieve? Just a basic knowledge, not much than that. Also then just creating so much negative karma in the life. So even you don't learn much, stay in monastery. So in this way, every day you can collect merit all the time. So he said, better stay in monastery. So because of his advice, so I was able to stay in monastery. So I told my brother, I'm not going to join the school, I'll stay in monastery. So while I was studying in Kopan Monastery, so that time many other teachers came from Sera who teach us, such as Geshe Chambajatso and Geshe Doga. So these two teachers teach us Buddhist philosophy. So same time, some of the students from Sera, they come to pilgrimage in Kathmandu. So sometimes they come and stay in Kopan Monastery. Then we have to debate with those monks who came from Sera. So we have to debate with them. So we are not good in debate that time, most of us. So it's very nervous for us to debate with them. That time I noticed whatever the question we asked to the monk who came from Sera, so they can answer very well. So every question we ask, they're able to answer. So that time I feel that, they are like so wonderful, they know everything. That's what I thought that time. They know everything, whatever you ask, they know everything. So, so that's how I was inspired by that, want to know everything about Buddhist philosophy. So then I think 1980, Lama Hundrup, Lama Shi, Lama Zopa, I think they discussed and best to send some monk to Sera to study. Then Lama Shi, Lama Hundrup, so they asked me whether I like to go to Sera. So I say yes, I decide. So then also same time they decide to send some other monk, 3 of other. So 4 of us, they decide to send to Sera. So then Lama Hundrup took 4 of us to Sera Monastery. 1980. So we took bus from Kathmandu to
yeah, you know, I left Solukumbu and then I don't tell that part, you know, about it, life in Tibet, that or that. So I just to keep short, lived in Pagri, you know, it's near Bhutan. So lived there 3 years, as I mentioned the story, and so then from Tomo, so I became monk at Tomo monastery, Tomo Geshe, which is great yogis monastery. Became monk and there are 2 volumes text like long 2 texts you have to memorize to enter in the monastery. Wow, something like that. So I did the first one. I memorized morning, evening, and in daytime we go for pujas. And so I offered examination in the Geshe's monastery. On the front row of the Unte, the little puja, who was sitting in a high throne, and then with all the monks there in the puja, you see. So you have to recite, whenever he asked to recite, you have to recite by heart. So he said I did a good job, the examination. So that time I didn't have a title, Rinpoche or this, I don't have. This become monk, but Chende, a special monk, was you don't have to do work in the monastery service. You Chende, you make special offering, then you don't need to do work in the monastery service. So the Chende, so there was another Chende during the puja. During the puja, there was another Chende, you know, sitting above me. I was the last person in the line sitting, you know. So there was Nadon, I think from rich family or something. So when the puja finished, when I was going out to the door, then the other Chende said, you know, oh, I did better examine, I did better offering examination than you, he said at the door. Anyway, so, but that time I think Tibet was already, talking about communist China as well, I think. So, I think, so I was there for 6 months or something after that, or maybe altogether. So anyway, then from the small monastery, Pema Cheling, branches of that, Tromukishin, which is a monastery, Tromutogam, where I became monk. So I did that for I think maybe the landlord, I think I think the landlord of the monastery and the protector, I think, is the Dashuambar. The light blazing, I think, auspicious something. So I think it might be the one that said I should go there. I shouldn't go. maybe that was, I don't know, the Pagri trauma very much practiced Geshe. Because past life trauma Geshe, but the great rookie was kind of served by Geshe or something like that. So, yeah, so yeah, very much done. Yeah. So I think maybe that, I'm not sure. So I shouldn't go to study in Zina Monastery in Tibet. We shouldn't go there because even the letter from Geshe was written by my teacher who led me to become monk from Geshe Monastery in the 3 years puja at Pagru. So he wrote from Geshe that I was going to come to study. So from Geshe incarnation, who passed away in America. So then, didn't go. I should go to this small monastery between Chonyi and Pagri, the small monastery, very nice countryside. Yeah, so went there to retreat, meet the Lama Tsongkhapa Guru retreat. So my Guru gave me a text, this much, short commentary. And so I did, and I thought I finished a number. I didn't know at all the meditation, no idea. He gave me the text. So very kindly, but I don't know the meaning. But I finished a number. I thought I felt finished a number. So I don't know how to count. So the monastery is great. Has a lot of animals, nomads, backside the mountain. So outside the kitchen, there's a clay pots, 4 or 5 clay pots filled with curd, running out. What do you call? From the clay pot, yeah. So that, yeah. So anyway, and I'm not going to I'm going to get long. Sorry, but it's very good. Anyway, so finish the talk. Offering my teacher made talk to that night. So finish number to talk. Then but them talks there. Then yeah, we did talk and that night escaped from that Bamaton. That there is the kind of well, they got projector, Nagabanji, grabbing the sky, Nagabanji. So that's the name. So, yeah, I think the past life was Mongolian Geshe or something. But I don't know whatever. I don't know, of course, the story. Something happened. They something they didn't like, so got angry and died. So when that what they call projector comes, they speak Amdo, I think. No, sorry, Amdo. That's Amdo, not Mongolian, sorry. Amdo, Amdo Geshe, I think. Yeah, so that. So anyway, yeah, that monastery has that kind of regard or protector. Yeah, so anyway, so without telling the stories about that, but so escaped from there. So my guru went to do an observation in front of that statue. So that you can escape, but there were some rules. So the sessation lakan, they ate a sessation lakan. Usually there's 1,000 Lama Tsongkhapa statue, usually. So the temple right above the Gomba, the Gomba here, then right above that, sessation lakan. So you have 1,000 Lama Tsongkhapa statue. But they don't have. It's all butter. This has a butter, round butter, like make cheese and the Swiss factory in Nepal, round cheese, you see, like that butter. It's all filled with butter. No, instead of Lama Tsongkhapa statue, butter, and then there's bamboo bags, non-bamboo bags. They're all filled with dry meat and things like that. And so the monks came from Pagri, where I lived 3 years to puja. So they came there to go to Chomo, but came with the horse carriage. So few monks came, and so they brought the message that torture is Natula, is arrived now, Natula. Nangbala or Natula, I'm sure, Natula maybe. And then tomorrow it'll be here. So the monastery where we are. So then I tried, so then suddenly I got the idea to escape. So practice some of the food. I think dry meat and some, just few days. And short knife, in case there's need to fight. Short knife. I saw wild pegging at him. So there was a little snuff. There was snuff a little, not much. And my mom was so happy. No worry, no fear. So happy. So there was creep, when you walk, creep, like that. So then we lost the road in the dawn time. Very close to Bhutan. You cross one mountain, then there's Bhutan. So you lost the road, and we fell down, I fell down. And in the mud, they got stuck in the mud, things like that. And so then next early morning, when the light came, then there was nomads, Bhutanese nomads. Then we had milk tukpa, sort of rice. So tukpa in the morning. And then we come down, then we arrived in the house, Buddhist house, whose family used to come to see us each year in the small temple in Pagri. So we stayed there for 7 days, then it came to Patru. Patru is the main, I think it's sort of city in Bhutan. So then from the border, to Patru, then to Baksa, there was an army, Buddhist army, to bring us down. So the border, I think they took some knife or something, you see. What was lost was that. So that's, yeah. As we stayed in the Jijulakang. Jijulakang is a very old temple where first Pema Sambhawa, when he came to Bhutan, there's a temple where he stayed, Pema Sambhawa. Very old temple, so we stayed there 1 week or so. And I never gave blessing before. Because just rumors or just people start to call the Lama or some, some that. So then they ask for ribbons. I never get ribbons. So the monks went in the market to buy cheap. They use black flag, They were cheap material. So buy the white one to buy. Then they made strings. And then there was no meditation. There was nothing in the blessing. So, so I started to give what the Lamas exhibit, what they do is I started from Bhutan. So they give strings to the people, the people. And then, so a lot of people came. This guy's doing, but then many people in the road we met from Pagli, different families. Different families. Maybe 37 horses. Then the road is very bad, muddy, so fell down. Many people fell down, from the horse. Then arrived the box. Anyway, so. So since I tell the story, I must tell this last piece, very important. So Baksa, that time, Baksa is when India was under British, under British that time. So many people were killed there. It's a concentration camp. So on the hill, then there's a gate, and so many people prisoned there, and they killed. Place where there's a spot place where they kill. Then there's the castles on the hills, huge windows there, castles like that, and then so we go, or sometimes we will come under the hills by bringing tea and things like that to do incense puja or successful Tibet. So then castle, huge windows, and then there was a monk. I didn't see the monk. There was a monk meditating. Lama Chaba made a filled cloth, put up the altar, and he was not there. So the grass, just the grass, hay put around and the meditating. But this is the monk. Maybe he left, or I don't know, maybe he. But if people came, so maybe he went somewhere. So many years, Sarame, Gomchela, who passed away in Nepal, the last part of his life, taken care by the nuns, and at the nunnery he passed away. But before he passed away, he said he saw Tabakhachu Bajog in the Pure Land through the window. He pointed out 1 week before. He said Tabakhachu, you will see that. So I heard from the nuns. So I went there. He died by open mouth. So I told Geshe Lama to open the mouth as a sign to be born as Prata, hungry ghost. Oh no, Geshe Lama told, no. He is very special Lama. No, because he's Ruru Guru. That monk, Gomjana is Ruru Guru. With my Lama is my Ruru Guru. Geshe Lama is Ruru Guru. So no, not possible. He said, Geshe Lama, not possible, because he's very special Lama. Said that. So of course, also would have guided by his Guru, of course. So anyway, that happened. So that monk who was meditating in the castle, Baksa is very thick forest with tigers. Sometimes there's a missionary from Finland, on the other side of the mountain. I myself TV, and then some of the monks had the TV. So you used to go there to get the injection. It takes 1.5 hours, and then we go on the mountain, on the mountain of death. Get an injection. From her, and on Sunday, if it's on Sunday, then they have a church in bamboo church, house made of bamboo, leaves. So one day in church, so what happened? Then so that they go to the church time to start church. Then we went. I and another monk went to church. So I think 1 or 2 times, maybe all time. It happened on Sunday. I saw a church. Then after some time, the speaker was a Bhutanese man, not half Bhutanese man. Then there is some donation, a small, very small paisa they put inside. Paisa, kind of. And then you turn to the wall. Everyone turn the wall, go confess. So I didn't turn. Monk didn't turn. But everyone turned to the wall. Go confess. Something like that, yeah. Then that's very, went many times. So I came to Baksa. So that time, so lay people, monks, you see, in the first time, where the platform where all they do prayer, there was nobody wearing robes, only the Geshe, the tall monk from whom Lama Geshe learned handwriting. Umi, not Ujin, Umi. Oh, only him wearing robes, but nobody's wearing robes. And everybody too, including Lama, I think. I didn't say Lama wearing chuba too, but I mean, everybody wears chuba. And then they, through slips, they put like then, you see, like the bed with chuba. And so many full that platform. So when I arrived there, I had the robes on, I think. And our Catholic monks, my teacher, then voodoo, there's noise, voodoo. But these monks here, they don't recite prayers. These monks nearby, they don't recite. They're quiet, they don't. But voodoo. So there's monks, so they recite prayer or talk. So there's voodoo. But here there's a quiet. So I was fine like that. And then, then so many people, house completely kind of full people, mixed with lay people, all that. So slowly, then there's lay people and monks, even monks, wander away. They're sent away to different directions, India, to make road. I think there was that time was a great fear, fight India and China fight. So I think making lots of preparation near the borders or like that, making road everywhere. So many went. Even the monks who knows well Tibetan philosophy, even they went. So there was a 500 1,500. No, 1,500. 1,500 monks was there. So we were not planning to stay. So we are monastery, the branches of Geshe's monastery in Gum before Darjeeling. There were two monasteries, one old one, that one not used. I don't know the other monastery, the other Nima Kaduri monk was kind of lay staying there. Then the benefit of build a new monastery, Gum. Yeah, after you cross the train station, then there's a monastery down below the road. So that one. So I stayed many times there. So that's New Gum Monastery, something chilling. So So we were planning to go straight there. So if I didn't stay, so like this. So who stopped? Not by abbot, not by Geshe or Serachi monastery. Nobody. Only the police stopped. Police doesn't get even 1 rupee, a 1 rupee prize. Doesn't get anything. But there's the head of the police who speaks Tibetan. He's not Tibetan. He's a Hannibal, something. Somewhere around. So his name is Dashi Babu. So he's the head of the police. So he stopped me. You cannot go, you to stay, and there should be a monk who help you stay. The other rest can go. So you see, that police is not responsibility of police. That's the abbot, Geshe, or they can say that, but only the police. So that's the police job. But some of this very strange happened. So definitely that's somebody who was looking after me, guiding me. Definitely, so that's a guru. Dated whatever. That. So that's what I stayed. On off Darjeeling because I was sick. I had TB days. That in the meantime I came to Darjeeling. So 8 years, but in the time I came to Darjeeling. So later part with the Lama, So like that, So but the police didn't stop me. If you let me go, by now I would be in hell. I'm sure I would not survive as a human being. By now I'm sure I'm in the hell realm. Experience the result of all the past nikriyamas. Sure. And I would, like the dust of this earth. I mean, that's still very small, nikriyama, whatever, and my life like that, without no knowledge of Dharma. I mean, still don't have knowledge of Dharma, but sort of like ABCD, my understanding Dharma, even there, but it's a few words, ABCD, like that. Somebody who knows the English, ABCD. Oh, that policeman stopped. Oh, then they see, because then I had to study. Then I had come out to married to listen philosophical teaching, Namrim philosophical teaching, philosophical teaching, just at least plant seed of enlightenment, So my study is like small child study, So then that's how the whole life started, you see. I did Dharma, but there's a heavy karma to teach Dharma. Oh, that happened, after meeting the first student, Princess Zina Rachevsky. So after meeting, then the whole thing started with Lama. And so now 165, 66 centers, Muslim Heritage Center. So some schools, some different hospitals. So anyway, so sorry, that story being long again. So then you see, we were supposed to go to Sri Lanka. The Zina, and we after 9 months we stayed Deepening. Lama teaches a little bit Dharma, mostly stories, and she tells stories and things like that. And I'm supposed to translate, but terrible. Then plans, to open a center. She went to Sri Lanka to open a minor center in Sri Lanka. That was the idea, Sri Lanka, and she invited us there, and that was her idea. But of course, we know the monks, anyway. Monks is many monks over there. So anyway, so came to know much better afterwards. After we left, after we stopped going, then come to know more, see more terrible the monks. So the general monks who don't like, of course, to get man. So then there was that time Russia and India wasn't good politically, so then we couldn't go to Sri Lanka. We saw His Holiness. Went to see the religious office, head of the religious office, Shakapa, and then he told Lama that he advised, must teach Dharma meditation not just from the text, should teach from the heart, experience, not just from the text. There's an expression for that, but I've forgotten now. So anyway, but it didn't happen to go there. So then it was the Lama's idea. It was the Lama's idea to go to Nepal. I was born in Sulukumbu, so there was the Lama's idea to go to Sulukumbu. So we came to Sulukumbu from Delhi. So we went to receive Zina Rachevsky from Sri Lanka. Calcutta to receive her. And we were Therabadans, this where the people come to retreat or a pilgrimage. So we sat there, and so we came by train with spies, Indian spy. There were about 6 people in the same train, in the compartment, about six spies. And sometimes they change, not sometimes they change. Then in Delhi, there was a head of the spy, sitting, his name is sitting, his beard like this, like that. So it comes to at the train station, right there. A few times we met the illustrator. So anyway, then they come to, then we were in the hotel, and then a few cars waiting outside, spying, motorcycles. So wherever we go, we went to see the incarnation of Geshe Rinpoche, who came from Tibet, became Geshe and everything, finished study. Then he was put in prison for some time. Then they found out he's not Tibetan. So he was running Tibet house in Delhi. So we went to see him. So all the spies, they come, you know. It's like telling story like this. Also down in Sala, then the headband, the spy, come down. Well, she was ordained to Shida. That time we haven't put to Shida. So it's like old house, it's become like a center for mouse, you know, like that old house. So it seems Namgyal monks, they come there to Dharma or to something. So she was ordained there. But we requested Lama, but I didn't have time, so Rinpoche came and ordained her there. So while she was being ordained, then this spy, sitting, this big man, he was walking around the mountain. At the mountain, the route, you see, there's a road. So he was walking around, you know, like that. So anyway, so I then came to Nepal. Anyway, so not extent. So I came to Nepal. Okay, so there was I think it was a pilgrimage time. There was a telo, bird or monkey. It's 12 years. The animal year is 12 years. The monkey year, but yeah, the pilgrimage time that everybody come from very far, you know, from mountains, from everywhere far. They from India come to Nepal for pilgrimage time. And also, it's only took initiation from him. So, also took lots of initiation, so forth, and from Chisonas. So he was given Ganju Lung of the old transmission of the Ganju Buddha's teaching more than 100 words. The small Ganju monastery near about from the Giluba monastery, some that chilling. So pilgrimage and also so many people came. So my mother, sorry, now the completion story. Now my mother and all the families, brothers, the uncles, and those two alphabet teachers all came. So my mother's present, the dog. My mother's present, one dog. It's a Hasapso, I think. One dog. And my mother's present to me after all that. So when she heard, I was okay, was in India, or she heard. She was thinking to send a person in Tibet to look for me. But after she heard I was okay, in something, she said, now it's okay, even she has only water to drink, it's okay. So she's happy, she said. Anyway, so this dog, sorry, story became long, but the main story, the dog. So whenever you give food, you know, doesn't eat immediately. Like making offering, you don't hear prayers or something, but a little bit like this. Then it slowly. It's any food, momo, meat momo, anything like that. So then they told me there's one family had dog. He saw an abbot, dog. So family does offering, it doesn't eat. Like hand like this, and like that, the dog's hand. And then all the people finish the offerings. Then they start, only that time then he takes food. Never take food before that. It's very surprised. That's very. That's the thing that come of the dog. So I've seen this dog already does that. So yeah. So I never saw this dog how he may pee-pee for 7 years. I never saw. 7 years. One day, in the old building that built British style by the Nepalese king. His astrology, because Guru astrology, this house built where we lived for many years in there. Yeah, so never saw being people. Only that day, Lama. So if she was out, then only saw doing pee-pee. And never saw cargo Indian. You never see in their house. The behavior was unbelievable. Yeah, like that. So what happened was that one day, I think, beaten by a big dog, and then she was in the bathroom, our bathroom, at Old Gomba. Then every time, it always makes noise, she was laying down, always makes noise. Whenever I come, then she stopped. Then she stopped the noise. Whenever I come in the bathroom. So like that. 7 days, then she died. Then what happened was Lama and Mame Max, who took care, who built the Novalinga, put the young monks, sort of almost like temporary, so quickly built it. So that who helped us a lot when built. So he and Lama went, she and Lama went to, wherever. After Zina, she was the main benefactor, looked after Lama and myself for many years. Kopan started while she was here. So, they went to the mountains. The Lama gave a commitment to her, many millions I don't know, many millions are, she's finished, I think, when it's Lama, in the Chonyi Monastery. So Lama and Mamas went there, then brought down 2 dogs. So 2 small dogs, one llamas. So one that's llamas. I think it's incarnation. It seemed to be. I can't say 100%, but it seemed to be incarnation of that other dog. Was the Sim's karma is with me. On the seat is not enough. Just to sit on seat, my seat, but on the meditation cushion, has to sit on the cushion. I think something like that. I think maybe the previous one also. I'm not sure. Yeah. So anyway, so that I don't know how to end. I don't remember. So okay. So okay now. Motivation, then that purpose of my life is not just even liberation from samsara, even that's not purpose of my life, the real purpose of my life to benefit others. So, free the sentient beings from the oceans of samsara suffering. And not only that, and then bring them to Buddhahood. See the, total cessation of the obscuration, completion, realization. Oh, yeah, that. Myself. So sorry. Therefore, I must achieve enlightenment. Oh. So, yesterday I mentioned, yesterday I mentioned, so just related to animals, you see, even the insects, tiniest insect, tiniest, on the wood or rocks or some bush, you see, even where human being cannot be or human cannot see, wherever, in whatever universe. So to free all the animals from the oceans or something. So can you imagine? Include everything. Every sea animal, every fish in the ocean, tiniest, biggest. So then in the jungles, in the forest, all kinds of different types of. Then the ants. I have notes. I think 1,000 or 3,000. I don't know. Different types of ants. I think not just 100. I think some. I don't remember I don't remember the exact number. Scientifically, see. So everything. There is nobody left out. Any kind of worms. Yeah, there was kind of not snake, but like that. Long. Then that one swollen and red, like that long one, red one, and the swollen. I saw in the iPad, swollen, and then maybe TV, I think, swollen. Lama, that I've seen. And in English, when you say, but when you remember, when you think about it, English, everything, all the animals. I can imagine. Oh, there's a bird, I don't know them. It has a big, very big one, skins, long, big, then goes big, then goes like that. I don't know the name. Do you know the name? Sure. Then, at the beach, there are birds, they don't know. So eat the big birds, this much big birds. Then eat. Then, try to fly away, but I can't get inside the mouth. Or, so at the beginning there's some difficulties, and then goes inside. This big beach. Now I can. At the near the beach, you see it. But they don't know, they don't know. So, and then, then, it's infinite different suffering. So, on the near the ocean, as a big river, huge. there's a tree, and then there's a tree, branches going over the water like this high up. So there's an insect there, insect not small, maybe this size, something. Then there's a fish from the water, spring the water. They spring the water. So what happens? You spring the water, on the water too much, that animal fall down. You see? When you fall down, fish, catch. And then, not only that, there was this I don't know, what's called the suggestion, the 4 legs. This much length. Mari, usually they catch animals eat this. Lizard? Oh, lizard, sorry. I always forget. Lizard. There's a lizard that shoot stick things from the mouth. It doesn't go immediately. Cut distance. Shoot something on the inside, on that, something inside, something. That quite distance, yeah. Shoot that. Then that animal is completely covered like snot. It's like snot, completely covered. Then can't move. Then later they come to eat it. Then I saw in the iPad that I don't know which area, Africa, I don't know. They cut the tree, in the tree there's many maggots, like maggots, you see. Worms, white worms, maggots in the tree, many. The wife of the family take all that out, all that out, the mash, then work very hard to make it like we make it butter in Tibet, with the butter, it's actually round cheese, the butter, all like that, she makes it like this. She mash, and after all that, after mixing all that, they make it like this, round. Hard cheese, but make it round. Then pile up like that. I think that's the main business of the family. Not much. All kinds. So, Korea, maybe sometimes Thailand, or those countries, many, even children, they carry the axe or things, go. And then they know where the snake is. They know where snake is, somehow. They dig there. Then after digging some time, then they find in the ground. There's no hole. There's no big hole. There's nothing. Completely stuck. Completely, in the earth. Completely stuck. There's no hole. And sometimes there's hole, but many things, no. Total earth, back, front, completely round earth, body inside, big body. There's big body, completely into the earth. I don't know. Oh. There's no hole. Many times they find. Then, even small boys, they catch, here the men, they catch the neck, that's it. And then from tail, they catch then they eat snakes, and then how to they make things to catch snake. Eagles, or by putting bird there, all kinds of ways to catch. And snakes, there's no hole. Most of those no holes, stuck. Then they eat the cardboard pieces and then burn in the fire. Then yes. So includes everything, the harm giver, the human beings, harming animals, and including animals when you generate bodhicitta, changchugyesen. So everything, nobody's left out. I'm just now peaceful talking to an animal. Tiniest insect, Lama so good. So you have to think details, not just word bodhicitta. No, think details, down the ground. Think details. The bodhicitta is unbelievable. Generally taught this thought to say in prayer for them. Without a partial mind. Partial mind, yeah. Discrimination. Buddhist prayer, this Buddhist motivation to freedom from oceans of samsara, bring to enlightenment. So good. Wow, amazing when you think. You say bodhicitta, just not thinking, not really touching, not really thinking. And then looking nice, but kind of not that. It's really most important. Okay, so therefore I must choose from the sins. Okay, still on the sins. Therefore, going to listen to that teaching, Lojong, so forth. So so the my talks elaborated from the quotation and see. So so anyway, so but before reaching a little more subject on the permanent state, before subject on the emptiness and good changes and so on. So with that, today I have something. I have a comment to the Lady Gaga. So I sent to one student, she reported that what she did, convention helped, $1 million through the health, what is it, health, World Health Organization. So from there to help the AIDS and virus and spiritual virus. So I read what I comment. I thought first that. So I have to find what I wrote. Did not find. Sorry, I didn't find what I wrote. Anyway, so I just say what comes out of the essence, but not exactly what I wrote. So I think I think and what I said, what I can remember, that met her. You see, helping the suffering people, poor people, suffering people. Especially the virus or this in the world, many millions of dollars. So I think that made her so worthwhile, meaningful, to be very famous in the world, very meaningful, useful, and very meaningful, useful, unbelievable. Is having wealthy, having so much money, wealthy. It meant so wealthy, meaningful, beneficial, sentient things. So all those people, so meaningful. Then that's one thing what I said, and then. Then you see, it becomes a kind of inspiration to. I don't remember exactly what I said, but it's inspiration, great inspiration for so many rich people who have a million, billion, zillion dollars. Other countries, and especially in India, where so many people, yes, not extreme, but not extreme, many billion people who have many $billion, hardly do not think of the poor people to share, to help them in the world, in India, even within your country, to help the people who need it. So many people dying without home, without food, without sickness, without water. So much suffering. It becomes spiritual. It become extremely beneficial. Like Latin, to open the mind. You see, to enlighten their mind, to wake up their mind. You see, those unbelievable rich people, they don't know how to spend money. They don't know how to spend money meaningful way, useful, and they don't know how to. So to wake up, to wake up, you see, from sleeping, from totally ignorant, crazy, so to wake up. So another very rich, very famous, many, I don't know, many millions of people follow. So 60 million, I don't know. So so then helping all, then that's great. So good to have the world of the poor people, suffering people, so how good that is. So helps inspire other people to really share what you have to others, to make it meaningful. You have been rich, you have been famous. So many other people can do that. Also in India, there's a singer, I don't know, named Geshe, famous singer. So he helped. He hired 300 buses to 300 buses to people. See, so many Indian people, they come from abroad, and so to go to their own, from the city, to go to their own village. So they go and walk, by walking, baking food, and So that's so many. So she hired the 300 buses. Then also give food out. You know, so there are, you see, some, you know, famous singers or the actors or so they're well done. They shared it so good. So meaningful. So yeah, I think that's so I made prayer. Lady Gaga then for her to do like this, not only now, life to life, from life to life, you know, even kind of more extensive. See, life to life. This is great life. Then finally go to Sangye, fully awakened mind, or the total cessation of obscuration, completion, realization. That's I made prayer, so that's okay. So that's one thing. The other thing, the condition, so they say, so you see, suffering, happiness, what we have in the life. So that's reality came from habituation of our minds, which we got more habituated. You see. Like that. So we have so much suffering, so many things, everything bothers you, disturbs your mind. You know, that also. Then we're so happy wherever you go. So mind is so happy. You're happy, you can make me so happy. So that also. So come from there, you see, where you got to habituate your mind. You know, like that. For example, you see, for example, somebody give you, see, you give or somebody give you a glass water or something. I think I did mention this. Great yogi, Padma, who happened during Middle time. So happiness and suffering. You think one who caused that is the others. You know, that means the human beings or animals or non-living things. It's others. We point out, we blame outside. But actually, it's your mind. That's giving advice, to people into it. They come from India. So actually, it's your mind. It came from your mind. The root is your mind. So, somebody, you give or somebody give a glass of water, then you see the person didn't thank you. You give a glass of water, the person didn't thank you. You're so upset. You see, or somebody give you a glass of water, you think the person was so upset. You know? Yeah, so upset. Didn't thank me, you know? Oh, I mean, that's one example. What about the small things, whatever the person did to you, terrible. You know, they need help. Something is a small thing. And you didn't thank, so get upset. Or you didn't, the other person didn't thank, or you're so upset. See? So, so that, for example, small things, what we usually get upset with. Oh, then if you say bread or something, people bring food in the hotel or some, I don't know. Yes, it doesn't matter, bring, but it's cold then, so upset, angry, upset. They bring, you didn't carry me, or you know, you scold and you get so angry, and you know, like that, for example. So so your mind is the one who brings problems. It's not. There's nothing to blame to others. So mind got habituated in that, and so whichever way what happens, whether you see suffering, so then you see if God mind got habituated in that, you see, then as I mentioned yesterday, more things are there. As I said, even the dog barking, they get angry, or the dog, or you see, if you find a lice, in nighttime you find a lice, biting you, and then you move the hotel, or you get angry and you move the hotel, or something. For example, I mean, there are many things. It doesn't matter example. So like this, almost everything becomes an enemy to you. Now almost all the appearance to you becomes an enemy. Your enemy, you know? Oh, so like that. Not knowing that all this is due to your mind is weak. Not knowing that. So, you see, come from your mind is weak. Not knowing that. See, therefore, enemies, spirits, disease, causing obstacle. So you see, the Lojong is a Lojong thought transformation. You see, that actually doesn't mean stop the enemy, the disease, and spirit harm. Stop. It doesn't mean that. And to not happen again. It's not for that. So Lojong, the purpose of doing Lojong, how the Lojong become beneficial, is that the enemy, sickness, spirit harm, so forth, whatever is obscurations, other than that, able to utilize in the path to enlightenment for sentient beings. Able to utilize, you're able to use to exercise path, all this to use beneficial, like medicine become, like poison It's a poison, but poison become medicine, nectar. You see, all like that. You see, to not die, to live longer, to be healthy, and you see things that you become nectar, become a medicine. It's all like that. That utilize these things to actualize to the path to enlightenment for sentient. So you see, to not hinder these things, to not hinder to actually path to enlightenment in you. So so they become meaningful to actualize path to enlightenment. You see, to actualize path to enlightenment in your heart for sentient. That is what's called what meaning Lojong. The consider whole Lamrim is Lojong, but the Lojong and the Lamrim is the that one so Lojong and Lamrim is the so that Lojong, that is this one. So therefore, how to do this? Then in order to happen this, you see, you're able to utilize all these things. So, what people who don't know Dharma, who doesn't practice Dharma, for them it's an obstacle. But you see, for you practice Dharma, who practice bodhicitta, emptiness, you see, then these things, enemy or outside the non-living things, living things, harming or disease or spirit harms or whatever. Even the delusion, distracted mind, so you see, see, it becomes supportive for you, beneficial for you to utilize in pathway enlightenment, not hindering that, but beneficial for that. Or everything becomes supportive. So therefore you have no obstacle to practice Dharma. That's incredible. So how to do that? So absolutely you prevent, stop, dislike to one's own suffering. All these things, what I mentioned before. Disease and spirit harm, even your Kature. Like Yusum Tosum, Gazasum, Jejemanga to Zilang, Yusum, 3 objects of attachment, anger, ignorance, or 3 objects to 3 parts of the mind. So Gazasum, Yusum, 3 merits, Yusum Tosum, Gazasum, Jejemanga to Zopa. So in the short, brevity instruction, always train the mind in the words. So that all of that, even your delusion, ignorance and attachment. So you see, absolutely, you see, stop dislike to the sufferings, to your sufferings. That's one thing. And then and then generating happiness. When these obstacles, it's an obstacle for the who don't know Dharma, who doesn't practice Dharma, you see, all that. The using bodhicitta and emptiness to do to actually path to enlightenment, no. So when the suffering rises, generating thought like, you generate thought like. So you have to achieve with those two thoughts. Absolutely stopping that. The thought dislike to the suffering, when the suffering obstacle, undesirable thought, in the undesirable, that's first. Then generating happiness. When the suffering, and generating happiness towards your suffering. So Lojong says, so it starts from suffering into happiness. So you see, the path to enlightenment for sentiment. So all the undesirable, desirable things for you become supportive to you, not hindering, but supportive. To bring happiness. They all turned out into method of bringing happiness to you. Everything. So, how to do that? Is by these two thoughts. So absolutely stopping the dislike to the suffering in undesirable thoughts. See? That's one thing. Second thing, generating happiness to your suffering. So, by thinking the benefits of suffering. By thinking the benefits of suffering. So, so for example, just they will come again, but it's the shortcomings of samsara. Shortcomings of samsara. So all those faults, all those shortcomings of samsara, you see. So by experiencing, by discovering, then it inspires you to be free from samsara. You see? To develop renunciation of samsara. So that will cause you to achieve ultimate happiness. Otherwise, not only from beginner's life you suffer in samsara, but again endlessly you suffer samsara. So by discovering shortcomings of samsara, your experience, shortcomings of samsara, all that makes you to be more realize how samsara, your samsara nature of suffering. So that inspires so much to be free from samsara. It's a benefit that. Then you become free from samsara. You exercise path to wisdom realizing, and wisdom realizing directly present the true path. You realize the Four Noble Truth, the true cessation of suffering, true path. You see that wisdom directly present. So they achieve that, and they achieve the true cessation of suffering. That. So that's what happens. So thinking the benefits of discovering suffering, you experience suffering. by knowing that. Samsara, how you are samsara. Oh, so yeah. So by knowing, yes, the virus came from karma and delusion. So they came from the dangzin, the dangzin, the concept, grasping the eye, dangzin, grasping the holding the eye. So you see, there's no real I, doesn't exist at all. You know, what I exist is mere name, just unbelievable mere name. It's not that there's no I, but there's no real I at all. So the wrong concept holding the I as real. So then you see, so then you see, you come to know you have to cease all this. You have to cease karma, you have to karma, you have to cease the dangzin, the grasping, holding the real I. All that you have to cease. All that, therefore, you have to yes. Then you have to learn emptiness, ultimate nature. You have to learn. You have to realize that. Yeah, through meditation, you have to experience, you have to realize that. So then you have to directly perceive. So then you can see the seed of the imprint, seed of the delusion karma. Then dungeon, all that. So that's how you achieve the liberation, samsara, forever. So you see, so you can see the. So you can see here benefits of experiencing suffering yourself. Benefits of that. The discover that, you see. So now the after this, yeah. Okay, they just it will come back again, but this is just the idea. Then thing is no point at all to the suffering, you know, that I one point to look at dislike, you know, or disharmony, you know, I mean, one point to the suffering. How much I do, there's no need. So how much I do, there's no need to go. It has so much the it has great shortcomings. So you try to correct. That definite understanding grows stronger. You know, total dislike, so much, that one point, no need, and so much great shortcoming that. So develop that definite understanding of that strong style. From now on, how much suffering comes, I will never make it disturb my mind. You know, you have to develop that thought. From now on, how much suffering, life difficult, life suffering, all the undesirable things, how much it comes, I won't let it disturb. Serenity. I won't let it to bother myself. I won't let it to bother myself. Serenity. Okay, you have to plan out very strongly this thought. Plan out very strongly. Generate a strong capacity, zeal, Z-E-L, zeal. A strong capacity. 아저한테 가서래 no need as I meant to be no need you see that total good because of dislike the suffering no no need so bodhicha tara it's bashin the taba grip the sabjana dunga 갈대 쪄스나니 텔라멘가 자주여 갈대 쪄스면은 텔라멘가 자주 pan so that so something which can be managed something which can be fixed something which can be managed what's the use to decide to that you just do it, you know, fix it, do it. Why you live life, you know, so much worry, you know, so much unhappiness. You make your life so much unhappiness. You just do it. If something can be fixed, do it. Can be made better. Do it. Something which cannot be is something which cannot be done. Then there's no benefit to be decided there. For example, I mean, I want this mountain to become gold mountain, in which grounding jewel mountain, or you see this whole mountain, or this whole house I want to be gold, in which is a jewel or something. You see, like that. And I give an example. So that's okay. So. There's no use. And being worried of that and so unhappy. Oh, this is not gold. This house, the mountain is not gold. I want to. That's totally nonsense. I mean, so make you so much unhappy. More you think that, so much unhappy. Oh, you know, then makes you so. If you're so much worried, then cancer comes or that they are. I mean, if you don't practice patience or you don't keep the mind happy or patience or satisfaction or you know, all kinds of compassion, then happiness. Then you see, then in the it's an immune system. You see, then you see there is no protection for you when the sickness comes. Sickness comes very easily. Then diabetes or many things, cancer, I mean that thing. Then you can't. Then there's no protection. So that's what happens. So even that is you see, even that is known in the science of the what you call science.
Medicine.
Yeah, medicine. No, yeah, it's known. Yeah, they need peace of mind. Because for a happy mind. Otherwise, you use your life. You make your life so much unhappy that you have the anger, blah 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 blah. Then you see, it's an immune system, and then you have no protection. Then you get worse. So it says, Nimicho, great shortcomings, if you think, if you worry so much about something which they cannot do, but worry so much. They give example. So if you don't do, see, if you say much, if you don't make things to bother you so much, you know, disturb, you know, I don't know, yeah. Then you see, yeah. If you can stop that, if you make so much less, if you can make you see to bother you, to disturb you, all then your mind make it, your way of thinking, you know, then you see by the power of mind, even the great sufferings goes away. You know? When the great sufferings become so small. goes away, nothing, or so small, like a woolen, cotton, so soft, becomes something which is so serious. Oh, I have this problem. Oh, so serious, like mountains. Wow. But you see, when your mind is strong, like it's explained here, as I finished explaining before. So, when your mind is strong, then big sufferings, like what you say, become like cotton, so soft. Oh, so small. Is it normal suffering? So it becomes so easy. Then because you may think it will bother you, then even insignificant, even small sufferings, then become huge. You exaggerate. Your mind blew up. See, like balloon, blow. So like that, like your mind, your exaggeration, your attachment to metal like mountains, your anger and your so it makes so difficult, unbearable. For example, well, I think it's here. I think it's okay. For example, while you are angry, for example, in a meeting or you meet somebody, so you get angry. If the person says something you don't like, or you get angry. Then you see, you get angry because believing, because the wrong Danzen Maripa, so ignorance holding the I as real. So the anger, but then the minute the I is, while you with the other person talking, your mistakes, bad, how terrible you are, but then you see your mind has to think, bring back at the I exists. So when you think that the I exists in man, then all that anger went away. So before so serious, whoa, now it's not there. So it's become, before your life, become like rock, wow. Now it's become like cotton. See, it's nothing. Oh, just there. It's all depends on how you think your mind. So there's no outside suffering. There's no such thing outside. You don't come from outside. It's your mind creates. So you can see here, you can prove from here, think the correct way. Red way, soft. No problem. Yeah. Okay, let's stop tonight. Yeah. Then after it, I'm gonna send some advice to a student. So I was going to read, but I've looked for. So anyway, not Lady Gaga, but that one. So, but this is the basis. Okay, what I said tonight. So yeah, so you have to train the mind. You can't do that with big discomfort or suffering. But you start with small one. You start transferring suffering into happiness from small, with a small one. Then you can develop increase. You can develop greater and greater happiness. So then big problems you can transform into happiness, great happiness. Like that. So you train with the small ones, the small discomfort, small undeserved things, sufferings. You transform into happiness, all the like that. Okay, thank you. Did all the paths of chocolate by me, chocolate by sentient being the Bible, made the Buddha, which is also all the happiness, success for oneself, for every sentient being. Made a generate, including enlightenment. Made a generate in the heart, of all the sentient beings. Yeah, in the heart of one's own family members, in the heart of one's own enemy, friend, stranger, then also. And which is generally in the heart of all the sentient beings made to increase. Chanjo, Sanjo, Rinpoche, Amaje, Bana, Jeju, Jeba, Nyamba, Meba, Yi, Konye, Gondo, Pawa, Sho.
Tu zu zu jian jiang wei yao wei de jie yao bie bie gu so do bo jie su su gu wei le mo zhu zhu bo do su do jie gui du xiao dian shu zhen zhu jian zhu ren bo jie ma ye ba nan ye ye jie jian wa nian bo mie bo do Onye kono pebora sho mi mi chi we te je je re se re mi ke mi wo mo ja me ya ga je ke mi zu ye zu ga pa lo sa ra be sha la so wa de me me jia wei de je je re si de me ke me wa bo ja me ya ga je ye me zu ye zu ga bo la sa ra be sha la so wa de me